Good morning, it is Saturday, it is leg day. This is going to be a full day of eating, going through obviously my full diet and then everything in terms of supplements and all that part as well. So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning now. I've just rolled out my bed and first thing I'm going to have is electrolytes. So I've got engineered muscle catalyst. I'm going to have 2 servings of that and I'm going to have like a scoop and a half of creatine. So it'll be like just under 10 grams. I also put my bottle in the wash, so I need to find a funnel to put in this. So 2 scoops of catalyst. This is raspberry and lime flavour. It tastes absolutely unreal, by the way. Highly recommend. It's also like 100 servings for like 30 quid, which is also unreal. And then like a big heaped scoop or like a scoop and a half of creatine. Roughly a gram per 10 kilos of body weight. I'm like 80 kilos, so it's probably it will always land somewhere between 5 and 10. I'm not too particular with it. I should be more particular with putting it in the funnel because I've just tipped half of that on the floor. But that's later on. That's later on's problem. Honestly, that is so good. I highly recommend it for anyone. Usually I train after 2 meals. I have oats first and then I have my cream of rice pre-training. On Saturdays, because I don't work, I'll just have my cream of rice. I'm going to go a wee walk now for just like 10-20 minutes. It's raining a wee bit. I can't tell if it's going to get heavier and I should just do it on the treadmill when I get to the gym. But, fuck it. I'll go and do it now. And then I'll come back, have meal 1, weigh out my salt for the day, have my morning supplements, and then that'll be us. Never mind that, I've literally just finished recording that. The rain's getting heavier, so I'm just going to do it on the treadmill because I can't really be bothered getting wet this morning and I'm in no rush to go out and do it. First thing I do before prepping any meals or making any snack is I weigh my salt for the day. So I'm having 5 salt and 2 low salt. So I just weigh that for the day and then just spread it on my food when I'm seasoning it. I'm not too specific about spreading it out evenly between meals. To be honest, I just weigh it out for the day and I just eyeball it. Usually I'll put more on my pre-workout meal than any other meal. Probably pre and post workout, but again, it's the total for the day that matters more than anything. Slightly over 2 grams of low salt, but and if you don't know what low salt is or why you'll have it, it's still salt. It's just a lot higher in potassium compared to like pink Himalayan salt or whatever sea salt. So it just sort of balances out your potassium to sodium ratios and it helps out the pumps you get massively. Is it a bit abolic? Is it necessary for everyone? No, not really. If I'm eating the exact same meals every single day, it's easy enough just to weigh it out. So I think you may as well do it. But again, so I'm going to make my cream of rice just now. I'll run you through the macros for it and everything like that when I make it. But it's 100 cream of rice, 30 whey, 20 almond butter, 100 berries, 150 banana, and then an apple as well. So nice and easy, it takes like 2 minutes to make. Then alongside this meal or whatever I have as my first meal, I have my morning supplements as well. So I have a krill oil or an omega-3, I've just got krill oil now. I have vitamin D3 and then I have turmeric or curcumin or whatever it is. So 2 of these, 1 krill oil, 1 vitamin D, and that is me for morning supplement. It is nothing that fancy in terms of supplements and it's nothing that pricey either. I don't necessarily think spending a lot of money on an expensive supplement routine actually has any benefit to it, to be honest with you. I think as long as your diet's good and clean, you don't really need them, but these probably all work out at like I think every supplement I take, excluding protein, if you want to call that a supplement, probably comes back at like under 30 quid a month. And I don't know, if you've got it to spare, have it, but see if you don't worry about it. Just try and eat a clean diet. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's a supplement. It's supplementing stuff in your diet. It's just an added extra. Blind teas. How did I do it? I forgot my food's actually been changed. Not calorie wise, like we haven't added more food. We've just moved more carbs earlier in the day, just to balance out food a wee bit better in terms of like when I'm hungry, and like when I'm training and whatever. So it's actually 110 grams of cream of rice, not 100. I am having caramel biscuit from Trained by JP alongside Trained by JP Performance Isolate. There's a good thumbnail shot there. That's cinnamon Danish flavour, that's absolutely unreal. I did also just spill it all over my laptop, so it looks a wee bit like Pablo Escobar's house, But aye, so 110 grams of cream of rice. I mix it with 4 times the amount of water. I think that gives it the best consistency. So what is that, like 440? And then mix that up. Might need to do half the water, mix it and then add more. Aye, so mix that up. Leave it to sit for a minute. Then, like I said, 100 berries, 150 banana, 20 almond butter, and then an apple. This is also the greatest almond butter you can get. It's coconut. I thought it was coconut and something. It's just coconut. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna make this one out, and then I will show you the absolute mess that is the finished product. This actually looks like fairly aesthetic now. I would say it looks pretty decent. I'm going to ruin that by pouring my whey paste on top of it. Now it just looks like an absolute bowl of slop, but I promise you it tastes amazing. So macros for this meal is 34 protein, 116 grams of carbs, 21 fat, 790 calories total. I'm going to eat this. The rain's actually went off, so I'm going to eat this, then go my walk, reverse order of the day, and then we'll go and train legs. Right, so Scran is Scran and out of walk, considering it was pouring as I was making. That food is well nice now, but walk for like 20 minutes and go get ready, go and train legs. But I'm just going to run you through then how will I do this, my full setup for food, training, cardio, everything like that. So my diet is, I don't know the exact macros, but it comes back at just under 3,200 calories per day on a training day. It's about 2,800 I think on a rest day. I'm sure it is anyway. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. Then training wise, I get 5 days a week just now. Mondays is upper, Tuesdays is legs and arms, Thursdays push, Friday pull, Saturday today legs. Steps 10k per day, and then cardio I have in it 4 lots of 20 minutes per week, which is the most I've ever done. And like a push up in an off season, if you want to call it that. But I'm actually really enjoying it. I feel fitter. Obviously I piled the weight on a wee bit too fast post prep, but I do actually enjoy having this much cardio in. I really like doing it. It's a ball ache at the end of prep when your legs are killing you, but like regularly, especially see doing it first thing in the morning, doing it fasted, I feel absolutely class after it. So I always try and do that when I can. To be fair, I could have this morning, but I would rather just go to the gym once, seeing as I'm not working today, and then that's me. Outside of that, I'm trying to think if there is anything else. Oh well, cardio wise, if I have jiu-jitsu that week, I couldn't train jiu-jitsu this week just because I work, but if I do, I'd remove 2 cardio sessions for 1 jiu-jitsu session, just because it's a lot higher intensity and it's a lot harder, and we don't want to batter myself. And speaking of battering myself, I'm on a D volume just now, because I go on holiday a week on Tuesday, so like 10-11 days time, and we're going to deload well on my way before having a wee tidy up diet when I'm back. But I feel pretty battered the last few days. Training's been good, but after that I'm pretty much in the bin. So what we've done is we're just running D-volume sessions. So essentially we've removed any intensifiers. There is a dead mouse on the floor, oh lovely. We've removed any intensifiers, so on legs I've got 1 drop set of leg extensions, so remove that, and I'm keeping everything sort of 1-2 reps in the tank, 1 rep for isolations, 1 or 2 on bigger lifts, just to keep myself fresher and to not batter myself before this deload. I feel pretty fresh this morning. I slept for like best part of 10 hours without an alarm because I was completely off today, so I should feel pretty good. But I'm not going to push it because I'm bad for not deloading properly and then just pushing myself and leaving myself in the bin. But so the full setup for legs is 1 set of leg extensions, 2 hamstring curls, 2 adductors, 2 pendulum squats, 2 leg press, 1 being paused, 1 being a continuous set, and then 2 sets of a hyperextension, 1 with a 2-second contraction and 1 continuous reps. So I'll run you through a couple of sets. I'm going to keep this focused on the diet, so I'm not going to film too much, but I'm sure I will film a wee couple of sets when I get to the gym. Final part of the pre-workout routine, triple espresso. Double's just not enough anymore, so triple as.
legs, abs and cardio done. That was solid, even though it was a devolume session. I'm still sweating my pan in. I hope that video of me doing calf raises and my Jordans triggers people who like to keep their trainers clean and uncreased. But aye, now it is coffee, post-workout coffee. Hashtag not optimal, but it's a Saturday, and I've also got a Greggs gift card to use, so I'm going to go and get a coffee, go out and do my food shop, and then it'll be time for a post-workout scran. Also, on this note, while we're here, just on cardio, right, the only day I don't do the Stairmaster's leg day, because the DOMs the next day are well bad if I do that, but doesn't matter what you do for cardio, my biggest pet peeve, and this is, honestly, I would rather a client tell me they were cheating in their diet all week than told me this. See, if it's cardio, make it fucking hard. Yeah, it's not a walk. Walking on a treadmill is no cardio, right? Walking on a treadmill does not count as cardio. Putting a Stairmaster on level 1, that's also not cardio. And lying hunched over the screen is also not fucking cardio. Cardio is supposed to be solid. Your heart rate is supposed to be up. You're supposed to be sweating. Make it hard. See people that, one, walk on a treadmill for cardio and then claim, oh, I'm not losing weight. You fucking would. See if you put a bit of effort in it. It's my biggest pet peeve, man, because you're wasting time. Like, just make the most of that 20 minutes. There's no point in pacing away for 2 seconds. Just make it hard, get a sweat on. One, you feel good for it. Two, you're actually going to lose some fat. Do you know what I mean? So you may as well do it. You may as well make it hard. It's the only thing that is like a proper pet peeve for me in the gym. Like, do be like in the gym. It's none of my business. Do you know what I mean? Folk probably look at me and think, why does this guy get a wee R2D2 looking camera with him? It's absolutely none of my business what anyone gets up to. But see, when I see that in the Stairmaster, see being hunched over the screen, oh, it kills me, man. Right, so post-workout scran time, I'm literally finishing making it right now. It's usually 120 rice, 120 chicken, 100 veg, 50 avocado and 100 pineapple. I got a new rice cooker because my other one decided to blow up on me. As you'll have seen if you watched the video I recorded yesterday. But it's got a lot of buttons on it and a lot of things to set up, which, I mean, I think a rice cooker should only turn on and off, and I can't be bothered doing that right now because I'm absolutely starving. So I'm having sourdough instead. So the equivalent to the 120 rice is 190 sourdough. So that's what I'm having instead. I'm literally finishing making this off now, and then that'll be good to go. I'm absolutely starving after legs earlier. So it is well needed. I've already scranned 2 slices of sourdough while I was waiting on this to cook. Also, this is the best sauce ever. Reduced sugar sweet chilli. So macros for this meal, 644 calories, 107 grams of carbs, 39 grams of protein, and 12 grams of fat. Unreal, man. And 100 pineapple on the side. Right, meal number 3 time. This is a meal I believe everyone should have a version of in their diet, and it's something that takes 2 seconds to make. That's literally it. So I'm having a full tub of skyr, a kiwi, and 100 grams of mango. Easy as anything. Have a meal like that in your diet that you can slot in at any time of the day when you're in a rush. If I have like 10-15 minutes between PTs, you can easily have that. It's so much easier than eating a big bowl of chicken and rice. If you're somebody that is in meetings all day, if you've got a really tight break, or like say even just a 10-minute break between stuff, it's the easiest way to get something in. Doesn't need to be this exact meal, it can just be a variation of it. I don't even know why I stopped recording to make that, because it literally took me 30 seconds. There you go. Done. Totals for the meal, 324 calories, 2 grams of fat, 40 protein, 37 carbs. Easy. Is it scran time? You getting buttons? It is indeed scran time for myself and the big dog. I said this was going to be a full day eating, supplements, everything like that. Didn't say it was just for me. So what is the big man getting for his dinner? His supplement routine is collagen, glucosamine, and whatever these are. Like apple cider vinegar, salmon oil, chew things. He's on an even more optimal diet than I am. These things absolutely reek, but I'm not touching them with my fingers because you cannot get it off. I don't know actually, but I think they're salmon oil, they're minging, whatever it is salmon oil. They actually, like, see, as soon as you open the tub you can smell it a mile away. Does that not just look absolutely minging? There you go, big dog. Now it is meal 4 time for my good self. It is usually my final scran. It is usually also 70 grams of rice, but like I said, rice cooker doing my nut in. So I have subbed that out for potatoes. So I'm having 350 grams of potatoes instead, 120 grams of mince, 5% mince, 5 grams of coconut oil, 100 grams of veg, wee bit of sauce. Totals for this meal is 570 calories, 33 protein, 71 carbs, 9 fat. Oh, 5 coconut oil, forgot to say that, which I just used to cook the potatoes in. Nice and easy. Boom, nice and easy. There is lettuce and carrot under there, and I'm going to put more of that reduced sugar sweet chilli on it. Not the most appetising of meals, but tastes unreal. Every night when he eats his dinner, he goes and rubs his face in the plant to wipe all like the mince juice off his face. Genius. It is now time for the final scran of the evening. Looking forward to this. We've got a big fat bowl of oats with some of this whey that I was on about earlier, chocolate caramel biscuit milkshake. It is unreal. Alongside final scran goes down final supplements of the day. 4 caps or 2,000 milligrams of berberine. It's good for digestion, it's good for blood glucose, all that type of stuff. 1 cap of zinc citrate if you want to be specific, and 2 caps, which is 1 serving of magnesium turbo mag. Like I said, all added extras, none are 100% needed, but they've all got their benefits, so if I can have them in and they're not costing me too much, I may as well. I've not done much in between scrans, to be honest with you. Lily is away out for dinner, so I dropped her off and that's it. I've sat and edited the video I recorded yesterday, but this scran is going to be 100 grams of oats, 30 grams of whey, 100 grams of berries, 20 grams of dark chocolate and 10 grams of flax seeds. Nice and easy. 672 calories, 23 grams of fat, 77 grams of carbs and 38 grams of protein. That brings the totals to the day to 184 protein, 408 carbs and 70 fat. 3,000 calories, that does not include veg and sauce. Alongside 2 of the meals I have 100 grams of veg. I just keep that consistent and tend to always go for the same veg, and then I just go for 1 serving of whatever sauce I use. It usually lands about 30 calories of sauce and probably somewhere around 50 calories of veg, which will take it up to 3,100-ish calories, and then a couple of times a week I have a coffee with milk in it. I'll have like a flat white or a cappuccino. So today, for example, because I did have a coffee, 3,200-ish calories. Again, we're not that strict on it, we're not in a diet, we are pushing body weight up, so veg does change. Like when I'm just having food myself, I will always eat the exact same veg because it's convenient to have in the house. If I'm having dinner with Lily, I will switch it up. I'm not stressing about that. It will be like 20-30 calories of difference. Again, if some days I don't have the coffee with milk, doesn't really matter that much in a phase where I'm trying to actually push my weight up. It all averages out across the week because things are so consistent all the time. But anyway, I'm going to get this made and then I will show you. Obviously, I'm talking about all those wee things that sort of vary day to day. Maybe like sauce choices, veg, coffee, or that type of stuff. People stress about that and people overthink that stuff, and it's really not that deep. Because as long as you're consistent, it always averages out over the 7 days. Like the consistency is the thing that matters more than anything. Probably on average have 2 flat whites a week, right? Just because it's on different days doesn't mean across the week my calorie average is any different. It's the same with sauce. I have like sriracha or I have sweet chilli sauce. One day it's probably 5 calories worth of sriracha, the next day it's maybe 20 calories of sweet chilli sauce. Again, across the week it averages out. Same thing with the veg. Maybe 2 days a week I don't stick to the exact same veg choices. Again, it all averages out. There is nothing to stress about with that type of stuff. Because it always works out the same if you are consistent with things. If I was changing it every single day, like having really high carb veg, which is like 50 calories per 100 grams instead of like fucking lettuce and tomatoes, or if I was having full fat milk in my coffee every single day instead of like a wee drop of semi-skim milk or like a bit of coconut milk or whatever, or if I was having like full fat mayo, full fat Pyrenees, all that stuff, that's when it gets excessive and that's when it starts affecting your progress.
But as long as it's small, manageable and track things that average out across time, like I said, it's consistency, that's all that matters. So as long as that shit stays consistent, you have nothing to stress about. Look at that, glorious. Final scran of the day, cannot wait for this. 100 grams of raspberries on top, dark chocolate, unreal man, best scran of the day. I'm going to sit, munch this, watch The Sopranos with a dog next to me and edit the YouTube video I filmed yesterday. That is a good Saturday night if I've ever heard one.